Hello dear students, in our lesson today we're going to deal with some listening and speaking exercises. Now we're going to focus on dialogues, on how to describe some films, street artists, how to describe a painting or a photo. This is very interesting, so let's start. First of all, we're given some words and we need to put them in the three categories. We're talking about arts, artists, places that we can visit. So, one by one, we're going to put the words in the three categories. So, let's do that together. Painter. Of course, painter is an artist. Black and white photographs. Of course, they are a type of art in these two colors, black and white. Classical paintings. We're talking about the type of art again. Landscapes. We're talking about these places, the open places. So, the place here, where to see it. At a museum, of course. Again, we're talking about the place. We can see some piece of art in an art gallery, of course. Or we can see it where? In some public places. What about the photographer? The photographer, of course, is an artist as well as a sculptor. Modern abstract paintings. These again are some types. It is a type of art. So paintings that show us different abstract figures. Let's move on. Portraits. Again, these are a type of art. One more is the sculpture. Pasted on walls and buildings, we're talking about different photos, for example, that are somehow as if they are glued, as if they are put on different buildings. So, this is a place. And street art, it has to do with a type of art. Now, take a look at the vocabulary again, and we're going to see some pictures, and then I would like from you to tell me, actually to tell yourselves, but I'm going to check with you, the type of artist, the type of art, and of course where to see it. So, let's see the pictures together. Take a look. We're talking about Brazil here, favelas that are very poor neighborhoods. They're called slums, very, very poor neighborhoods. We're talking about Paris, so this is the city center of Paris, and here we've got, in Africa, women are heroes. As you can see, we've got some pictures. So, who was the artist? Of course, it is a painter that, let's say, could have done those. Also, if you take a look closely, we're talking about portraits because we can see the faces of different people. If you also take a look at the colors, they are in black and white. So we're talking about black and white photographs. And we can see that this art is in the street, so this is called street art. Since it's in the street, we're also talking about public places. And since they are put on the walls, this is the expression that is used, that they are pasted on walls and buildings. Okay, let's move on. We're going to focus now on specific pictures, and after focusing on every single picture, we have some questions that I would like from you to think, and why not answer the questions yourselves. So, who are these people? Who might they be? Of course, we're not certain, we're just guessing now. This, since she's signing a book, this could be an author, and these two could be some fans. Where are they? Take a close look. There are some books in the background, so they might be in a bookshop, of course. And what are they doing? We said that the author is signing the book, and of course the fans are waiting for their book to be signed. Okay, in this way we're going to move on and see some more pictures. Take a look. We've got this little kid, this little girl. Take a look at her face expression. Also, look at the lady. So, of course, the kid cannot be on its own, so there should be a relationship between these two. So, who are these people? Probably we have the mother and her child. Where are they? Take a look. We have some pictures, some paintings. So, probably they are in an art gallery. And what are they doing? Take a look at the little girl and the mother. The mother is looking at the paintings, of course. And the little girl is lying on a bench or probably seems a little bit bored. She doesn't really like what the mother is doing. Let's move on. Look at the picture carefully. What can you see? So many young people. They are, what do you think? They are shouting, they are laughing. So, who could they be? They are simply young people, a crowd of young people. Where are they? Where could you see this picture? Maybe they are in a concert, maybe. And what are they doing? Look at them. They're shouting, they're singing, they're clapping their hands. And probably they are in a concert. They want to be close to the stage. Okay. There are many words that you could use in order to describe the people, to describe their feelings, the place. So we're going to see some of those together. So when we want to describe the people, we can say that somebody is friendly, or somebody might be shy or happy or irritated if we can see his or her facial expression that is shown as if he or she is angry, might be bored or nervous or proud of themselves, or tired like the little girl that we saw, or excited, frightened, miserable. So these are some of the words for the people. If we want now to describe their feelings, so how are they feeling? They might feel excited, like the crowd of the young people that we saw. Or they might be frightened, or nervous, irritated about something that has happened to them, maybe happy or even bored, depending on their facial expression. And if you want to describe a place could be crowded with many, many people, or it could be empty, no one in a place. It could be quiet, or even it could be very noisy. Now, there are also some expressions that we can use, some standard expressions that we can use in order to describe a picture. So, how we're going to begin the description? We can say in this photo, I can see this, I can see that, I can see some people, some girls, some boys. If we want to talk for the place now, there are what? There are some books, for example, so for this reason I think it's a bookshop, or there are some paintings, so I think it's an art gallery. If we want to say, by focusing on the details of the photo, we can say what is in the background. For example, in my background there are some pieces of writings. What's in the middle? Or what's in the foreground, so in front of the people that we want to describe. What's on the left, what's on the right, behind, next to. If we want to speculate, so we are not certain, we're just giving our opinion, some ideas. So somebody looks shy or bored, depending on the facial expression. She's probably happy, she's probably sad, perhaps, maybe, and so on and so forth. And we might give our personal opinion in the end by using the expressions personally, I think, or in my opinion, I believe. Now, by having these expressions, we are going to describe the first photo that we saw with the author and the fans, and I would like from you to think of different alternatives. You might put 1 or 2 or 3 depending on your idea. So we have the picture, remember, the author and the two fans. And now, how can we start? The very beginning. We say in this photo I can see, I could see, probably, so. I told you there are many ideas. We're just giving one suggestion. So in this photo I can see a famous author signing a book for a young boy. Now, what can we put here? There are bookshelves. So we can say that in the background, take a look, in the background, there are bookshelves. So probably, so maybe, so I think they are in a bookshop. The author is a woman with blonde hair. So now we start with some detail describing the people. She's sitting behind a desk. We can say that she looks, that she seems to be friendly, and she's looking at the boy. She is probably asking him what his name is, so that she can write a personal message. The boy, where is the boy? Take a look. Is on the left. So the boy on the left is wearing a blue top. So we're describing the boy now. I think he's about 8 years old. He looks a bit shy, but what can we say? But I guess he's very proud to meet the author of his favorite book. And we said in the end, we give our personal opinion. So we can say personally, we can say in my opinion, I'd love to meet my favorite author. So we said that these are some suggestions. Okay, you can do the same thing for homework according to the other two pictures. So choose one of the other two pictures that we saw and you can give something like that, such a description. Goodbye and thank you for paying attention.